Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be covering a feature that should save you a lot more time in DaVinci Resolve and in Premiere Pro. And today's feature we are talking about is called AutoCut. Now, AutoCut is a video editing plugin that you can actually download. It has a few different features, but today we are going to focus on two primary ones. And if we get to a third one, we'll be able to discuss it. Today, I want to talk about how we can use AutoCut to remove silences, how we can use it to caption our video, and we will talk about how we can use the auto zoom to capture good moments. Automatically, I already have this downloaded and you can kind of already see it on my screen here. And this is kind of what the default tab looks like right off the bat. I already have a clip in my Resolve that I have attached over here. This is just some footage that I had shot basically with my In My Head series, and I want to see how we can remove these silences from the timeline. You can see that there are a few different silences here. So now that we're here, what we're going to do is we're just going to play through. We're going to see what we want. Hear the audio, sounds pretty good so far, and then we're just going to come over here and we are going to see. So it's going to show us right away. We're going to find the entire selections. It already detects that this is A1. It sees that we have 1 minute and 50 seconds on our timeline, which is fantastic. We can update the audio sections to be processed by AutoCut, the entire timeline, or we can also do in and out points. In this situation, I'm going to do the entire timeline because this was done in one cut, and we'll just obviously remove anything else that we do not need for this specific video. So let's just come over here, let's hit entire timeline, and then let's validate those sections. All right, let's see what it sounds. Our noise threshold -35. It says removes the silences, keep the silences, mute silences. We have a different ones. Ooh, we also have transitions, which you can do a J cut or an L cut. We don't need any transitions. I like these type of videos to have hard cuts, so we're just going to keep it at that. This tool again is meant to help save us time for editing. If you guys are an editor, you already understand how much time it takes to go through and cut things up. But this is here so that way we can reduce time just a little bit, just to make sure that being very efficient when it comes to the time that we use in editing. So let's just cut and delete those seconds. We'll just see what it has on default, and it is going to start up. Let's see. It says please refrain from using DaVinci during AutoCut work to prevent potential issues. Okay, so now we're gonna hit X. We're just gonna close that out. We're just gonna come over here, and now it went through and removed the silences. So let's see. I think it is really nice because it really did remove a lot of the cuts that I had here. There are some moments obviously where you can see that there is spacing in between that, but I think what's also important is that there are sections that when you go to validate, so like let's say the entire timeline, and we validate those sections, you have to also see remove silences longer than 350 milliseconds. So clearly right over here, interesting enough, keeping talking, we have the ability to also change that. So let's say remove silences longer than 50 milliseconds instead of 350. All right, so now that we've come back, we've restarted all over again. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna come through here, we're gonna validate our sections. So let's do 50. Instead, let's keep the silences. So let's cut and keep, and then let's let AutoCut do its thing where it's processing the files. Okay, it finished in 8 seconds. Let's see here. That looks way better than what happened prior. So let's actually just move this to the side and let us minimize that for a second. And now we're looking at it. Boom. All those talking points that we had initially, every single silence. I mean, obviously there's some, like, that's good. 50 milliseconds was that sweet spot. And just like that, oh my goodness, like we don't need to do that. If I was to remove them, they would just not be there. That is really cool that you can literally just use that tool just to have those silences removed. It's straightforward. I mean, it didn't take much for me to do that. I just needed to fix the parameters that I needed, and boom, just like that, we're on to the next thing. So now what we can do is we are going to come over here and let's actually start off with a whole nother clip. So we're going to actually just go ahead, delete that, and we're going to come over here and we're going to try the captions feature. So let me just come over here, add a little bit of a quick grade from a preset that I have, drag that and drop right over here. Beautiful. And now let's make sure that our settings are good so the audio is top notch and we don't have any captions. So let's come and pull back AutoCut right over here, and we are going to use auto captions. So let's add some animated captions utilizing AutoCut's AI. We're gonna do the entire timeline. Let's just validate those sections, and we are going to we have no scripts, no transcripts already, but that's cool that you can, if you do have a transcript, you can import that, and we're gonna let AutoCut do its thing. It's gonna render the timeline just as is. transcribe that audio, and we are just gonna let it take its time. All right, so now it has a couple of different presets and caption styles that we can use. We see Zach King, we have Kai, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be from Kai Sinat. We got Cabby Lame, and then we have Emma. And that's cool that you can also see that, wow, other people within the AutoCut community have also made presets for this. So what does it do? It shows you what those presets look like. Select on this one, position and size. We are going to adjust those sizes. So we have the font size, we can drop this down, and then the maximum width, let's see where we can cut it to. So if you want to also do 9:16, you can just boom right over here. Nice, that's really cool. Okay, we can drop that, move that around. Platform, so YouTube, you can either do it like that and it'll give you the safeguards. Now that is very useful. Now you know if you're posting something on X or LinkedIn or Instagram stories, okay, that's smooth. I like that. I like that. So we're just gonna keep it at 1. We'll hit apply style. And then let's do here, hi, my name is Brittany. It shows the transcript. I don't necessarily remember everything that she said, but that's completely okay. Add captions, and let's see what it does for us. It's adding the adjustment layers. It finished in 8 seconds. Time saved 12 minutes. Let's check it out. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see how the animations pop up.
This is Brittany Smalls. I am the studio director here at Restore and Balance Yoga Studio, located at 703 Cottage Street in Ashland, Ohio.
This is so good. Like, wow. And it did it for me in 8 seconds. Now, what it did, again, is taking those adjustment clips, and it's using Fusion to create those captions. That is really cool. Obviously, there's another way to do captions in DaVinci, but this is like if you're trying to do something different and you want to animate it, boom, we have AutoCut having the ability to just come in, create those captions. So I think the really cool thing about AutoCut is the fact that, 1, we can use the AutoCut silences to remove all those silences from this video. 2, we can come over and use the auto captions to then caption every single part of that specific video, animate it the way that we want to with many different presets that the community has also given us. So that's really cool that you can make your own subsection clips, and there are many other different tools that AutoCut has for you guys to test out. I feel like it's a no-brainer, guys. This is absolutely amazing. I'm gonna leave the link in the description below, or if you guys are on Instagram, go ahead and comment the word cut and I will send it to you. But other than that, guys, this has been really cool testing out this feature. I definitely feel like it is going to save me time on editing, and I'm kind of excited to start using this in my workflow. All right, guys, it's your boy Gabe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy.